Hello guys and welcome. Today I'm actually going to be playing a game called Stardrive, which as many of you assume has come on Steam recently. It's a space game, it's space combat game and strategy, well we'll say RTS. It's similar to Sins of a Solar Empire and similar games around that, and it has a few aspects which is nice. It has a lot of customization aspects which I especially enjoy. Right, so as you can see I'm quite neck deep into this game. If you look at it, it almost looks a bit like Spore, if any of you have played Spore. But there's a lot more combat involved. There's obviously trade here, as you can see. We've got a lot of trade ships, small and large. So I'm going to just show you around the game, see what you think. And maybe I'll even play some of you guys online sometime. That'll be nice, if you get to play this online. Yeah, so First, let's show you the customization. Currently, I haven't unlocked all the tech. I'm on my way to doing that now. You can get much bigger ships than this, but this is quite a large ship. But for the purpose of this, we'll just start off with a fighter. Right, the I means internal. You can't put weapons on the internal hull. IO means internal or outside. It doesn't mind. And E means simply engine. So as you can see, you can't really put these kind of weapons, otherwise I don't think it would be much of a fighter. So let's let me just think, what can we chuck in it? Right, so we put laser cannons because they're small enough, they only take up one tile, but as you can see they require power. So we're going to do that now. We're just going to paste a nuclear reactor, and that automatically powers them up, and down here you can see the production cost, the power capacity, power recharge, etc. And for these we're going to want a shield because, in fact, I'm going to have, no, I can't have more than one shield unfortunately. Right, so now we've got a fighter with two laser cannons, nuclear reactor and a shield. That really isn't enough. Obviously if you want it to move anywhere you're going to require engines. There's different types of engines. There's warp engines and there's normal engines and combat thrusters. Warp engines allow you to go faster during warp, as you can see through the specs down here. A small engine is just kind of your average engine, and even though we can't have a combat thruster for the small one, that's just, you cannot warp with combat thrusters, but you really excel. So let's just have small engines. But as you can see, that's also not powered. So we're gonna, you can add a power conduit, which you can, it almost is like power lines, but that'll be a waste of tiles in this instance because we want to make sure that all the tiles are used properly, and we're not just wasting them. We need a cockpit, obviously. Unfortunately, you can't have AI ships. As you can see now, recharge at warp. If that's minus, that means it's going to be warping, and then every now and then it's not going to be able to warp. It's just going to stop, basically. So we're not actually going to create this because I've created a similar model, but that's just the basics. And oh, I haven't even unlocked my laser fighter yet. That's what I've called it, but this is my basic fighter, as I called it. It has basically Vulcan cannons, which are just machine guns. They're not very good, but they do the job, and they're starting ships. You can get these right from the start of the game, so you can start building some defense. Right, let's go to something a bit bigger. This is what I call my Krypton cruiser. I like to make random names for my cruisers. It just makes them feel a bit more badass. I have medium nuclear reactors all down the middle, and here's my bridges, which add repair, more health, defense, all that good stuff. And here are certain weapons. Depending on the weapon, it can have a 90-degree range, a 45-degree, or even smaller. Well, when I say range, it's not range at all, it's just the area which it can actually aim. I'm trying to think of the correct word, but for some reason I can't. These are missile launchers, MRS. They actually have terrible range. So these are going to be more close quarters. To be honest, that was poor placement by me. See, this is a radius. That's possibly the word. Yeah, this is a smaller radius aim, as you can see, but you can still adjust these any way you want. Here we have fighter bays. You can actually choose what fighter you want to spawn from there, but at the moment, I don't know what specific fighter. Oh, it's because the fighter which normally is spawned, I haven't unlocked yet. Which, these are shields, obviously, but as you can see, I've got power conduits down here. I don't know if I can pronounce that correctly, but yeah. So down here, and I have combat thrusters and capital engines, and some bombs so I can bomb planets, and mass drivers, which are pretty big magnetic cannons, effectively artillery. So that's kind of my average cruiser. You can get corvettes. No, I don't want to. You can get freighters to transport your goods, frigates, smaller frigates, larger frigates. You can even, if you want, you can even customize stations, which can all be your planet and are mainly defense roles. And once again, I haven't unlocked mine. Have I? No, I haven't. So yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the game. So now I've gone over designing a ship. That takes up a good portion of the game, but it's your own design, and it's nice to see how your own design excels in combat. Now you'll be looking at this and it all looks a bit crazy and you think, oh god, this requires a lot of micromanagement. But actually, surprisingly, for how complex this game is, it doesn't require much micromanagement at all. For example, you can go into this AI and you can auto-explore, auto-colonize, auto-build projectors. Projectors are little stations in between planets which allow you to basically jump in between them quicker. They're useful. Automatic freighters. Oh, I'm running out of money. That's bad. Oh god. Right, I'm going to increase my tax rate. That's not bad. Well, it is. It decreases your research. Interesting. It increases your research, but at the same time, it Sorry. I don't know what I was going on about. If I increase the tax rate, it decreases research, and it also decreases production. Did I say increase? I have no idea. But we want to look out for that. So tax rate doesn't affect any of that. But lack of money, when you have less money, people start to rebel, and it's not good, because you start to lose planets. Right. So, sorry about that, I just had a little pause. As you can see, I'm building more projectors there, so I can jump between there. But I did that on purpose. Right. Empire. You go in this view, you can see all your planets. As you can see, there's Earth, Venus. I'm humans, you can be any race you want. And every single planet I own is on here, so I can look and keep an eye on them. But you don't have to build everything yourself. For example, let's zoom in here. Here we are, we have a planet here. This is Theta 3, it's an oceanic planet. Oceanics are normally, they have fertility rating, a high fertility rating. Each planet has a fertility richness and population. Richness is contributed towards your production, fertility is contributed towards the amount of food you produce. Population, the more population you have, the more money you can get out of them. So, yeah, and as you can see here, it's agricultural in terms of my governor. You can set that to manual if I wish, but you set to agricultural and the AI takes over. You don't have to go back to that planet again, unless you want to build troops. No one cares about that planet. Yeah, there's also random events in the game. Like, for example, that volcanic eruption, which decreases population and fertility. All these different colours are, if you didn't guess, they're different nations or different species. They're at my allies at the moment, but and as you can see, they've got quite the fleets. If anything, even though I don't think I'm that powerful, I've got a massive fleet and I'm only 4th. Actually, they're 5th, so they're not as powerful as me. I also bought out everyone's artifacts because I'm basically a bit of a douche. That's awesome. So yes, and right, diplomacy. I was just in this, but you can train agents in espionage here. So I just trained one. I can send him on different tasks. For example, let's send him to go, I don't know, infiltrate. He's probably going to die. But you can make them do all sorts of things, and these stars represent how skilled they are, and the more stars the better. But in terms of contacting, you contact them. You can, it's not Age of Empires, it's Civilization style. You can do whatever. You can discuss, negotiate. I think in terms of what you can do in this is pretty limited. Normally there's other things, but I've got like non-aggression treaty, and we're an ally, and as you can see it's all here. And what I like is how detailed like the actual aliens are. It's quite nice. So yeah, they for some reason trust me, even though I've never even done anything towards it. But these guys are religious dicks, basically. They're extremists, and I'm gonna just basically come over there and rape them for the purpose of this video as well. So, talking of that, how's Third Fleet coming along? Why is Third Fleet going over there? That would explain why they were just all randomly going somewhere around. But that, oh, I ain't showing you fleets also. Yes, fleets. Here you can assign that. So here you can organise a fleet. The brilliant thing about fleets is you can build a shit ton of ships. If they get destroyed, you click this. I can't pronounce this. You can read. And you can just build now. And if a ship is destroyed, let's see if none of my ships are destroyed, but they'll just be red in that outline, and then you can just build now, and it will do the job. What? Second fleet? What? Second fleet's lacking in cruisers. So all you do is you pick whatever cruiser you design. Bam, bam, bam. I shift click. Let's have a lot of cruisers. Right. Yep, that'll do. And then you just do that. Build ships, and whatever planet's free, it will automatically start building them. It's a bit slow at first, but once you have a big empire, you can churn the crap out of them. And why have they stopped? Oh no, they're just moving very slowly. Right, here we go. Right, am I still losing? No, I'm not. Research, here you can select your research for different things. For example, you just click on whatever, blah blah blah. You know, they've all got different things, and they're all good for their own reasons. Titans are massive, and I will show you. Actually, I can show you a bigger ship, just quickly, if you want to see a bigger ship. Heavy cruisers, they're a slightly bit bigger. The biggest one is a Titan, which I would say is about twice the size of that, literally. It's goddamn huge. Yeah, whatever, I just go where I please. They moan all the time, but they can deal with it. So, like I said, for the purpose of this video, we could have a combat situation right now. I have Second Fleet deployed down here because there's a few of remnant forces, as the reason they're called remnant is the remainder of an ancient species which have been wiped out. So as a fleet I can just command and they'll automatically go there, and here we go, they're automatically going down. So as you can see, my ships are quite well equipped, and they didn't have a chance. And thank you, I needed that. Secrets. This is remnant studies. This is very good. So I'm gonna put that high up because, yeah, my fighters, which I was telling you about, which for the reason that I couldn't get them was because I need that research, and that's what I've been trying to get. Right. Oh, and some of my ships have repair drones, which is very useful. So now now Second Fleet's down there. I'll get Third Fleet down there, and then I'll quickly pause the video, and then once they're all assembled there, I'll come back. Right then, seeing as most of the fleet is actually back, and well, most of it is in position, but I literally cannot wait any longer. This is an epic match. So, I mean, epic sized map, so it's huge, and bigger ships take a lot longer to get to places. The bright side though, I just literally got Titan, so now you can see the size of a Titan, and I can actually show you my Titan as it loads. There we go, that is my Titan. It's got some big ass weaponry, quantum torpedo cannon, and a disintegrator array. This, you do not mess with this thing. Actually, I'm not a big fan of them. I might change this design slightly, but I won't have time to build one. These are main engineering. This is what provides power, and these are moderately protected, because if they do, if it is destroyed, then I can kiss goodbye to my ship. As you can see though, it's got a hell of a lot of weaponry, and you wouldn't want to face this thing. So it won't be surprised by if anyone tried to sneak up during the side. So, right then, shall we get this war underway? All I need to do is contact this guy, and Cthulhu people seem to think this is normal. So, right, I hope I have my battle stations built. No. I'm having a bit of an economy problem, so I'm gonna but in the meantime, I will send my ships there, and I'll scare the crap out of them. I'll send second fleet and third fleet there, and they're coming for that. So I need to send second fleet to go defend. I mean third fleet to go defend there, while second fleet moving for the kill. Actually, no. So this is where stuff starts to get a bit crazy. This is ground combat. Luckily these guys aren't that great at ground combat, but they're probably going to take that place. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's not a big it was just a small world which was doing nothing, but I can quite easily take that back. Oh. Send my fleet back. There we go. Let's see what they're made of, shall we? Right. Oh god, they sent their Titan. Is that their Titan? Right. First one. Yep, that's their Titan. Sorry for it being so loud. I do like doing that on this game. You can see here what it damages, and if we go, you can actually see what is destroyed if you break it. So it's quite good for mid-combat. They can take out your shields, your weapons, your power, all these things that they consider. Those weapon systems. But they don't seem to be doing much, and I seem to be doing more. Even though I do have a much bigger fleet. So while they're taking out their Titan, they're sending more reinforcements. Shall we see how third fleet is doing, shall we? Seems third fleet already on the scene and taking on another one of their Titans. It's a shame I don't have any Titans. Because the majority, actually I don't think the majority of it's good Titans, so I don't know why he's doing that. But depending on how you design your ships, it will depend on how, it will change how it fights. But this guy's shields are down, it's trying to take on a Titan all by itself. And it's just not penetrating. that one. But the rest of the fleet's getting there, so that'll be fine. Second fleet succeeded. Right, so shall we... Right, I'm going to push with second fleet. I'm going to assist first fleet. Also, you don't have to leave all your places undefended. If you click this button, it would, for example, not second fleet. I don't want second fleet to do that. I don't want second. If I can remember what each of my fleet is. First fleet is my system defense fleet. You just press that button, and they'll go to wherever they can, and they'll defend it. And if anywhere starts getting attacked, they'll get there as quickly as they can. Seeing as a combat still, see what's going. That's another cool feature. You need ordnance. Depending on the weapons, they obviously will run out of ammunition. For example, missiles, cannons, all those kind of things. Lasers won't, they just... Yeah, wait 1 second. I'm gonna well guys, I encountered an error for some stupid reason of changing a setting, so well, you got the basic overview of the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys soon.